This video was last year. This video that I'm about to play, I'll put the link under the comments. This video is May 19th of last year. May 19th, 2022. That's this video.
Hello. Hi. My name is Officer Reed with YUMA Police Department. Are you Jessica?
Why?
So I actually got just kind of a follow-up information just to see how you're doing. That's the only reason why we're here. Has everything been okay? Because I know that there's officers coming here, and it was kind of constant, and I just wanted to make sure that you had everything you needed, or if there's any other concerns.
Well, the last time the officers came and did a walkthrough, I allowed them to do a walkthrough. They asked me what I needed.
Yeah.
I said I would appreciate if you have a system or no resources to help us move out of Arizona.
What happened? What's going on? Is there anything I can do to help?
I mean, if you have resources that can help us move out of Arizona.
Yeah. But what's been going on? Is there something that's been happening that's been going on here, or that you feel has not been well for you or going well?
We need resources to move out of Arizona.
Yeah. And what for what reason, if you don't mind me asking?
One of the reasons is because there's not enough legal advocates to help me with my situation, and I really have very little trust for the police.
And that's why I'm here. So I'm part of the CIT team, which is the Crisis Team Intervention Team with the police department, myself and Sergeant Beavish. Officer Myers here just to assist me. So what we do is when there's things that are happening and our officers don't have solutions for it, they typically call me, because then at that point I can see what else we can do, or if there are resources that we can connect you with. But I just kind of need to know a little bit. I've never met you. This is the first time I'm meeting you. And if there's any way we can help, and in what way could we help? And if there is nothing we can do, then I'm going to let you know that there's nothing that we can do, but you can look at another resource through another agency. So that's the reason why I'm coming here today, because we were under the impression that you had some issues going on, but some officers did not know how to help you. So they called me to come help.
Well, I appreciate your efforts, but like I said, I have very little trust in the police.
I understand.
And I need resources to get out of Arizona.
Okay. Are you in any trouble, or are you hurt somebody, or someone threatening you, or are you feeling, that is anything like that? Is there any threat to you?
I need resources to get out of Arizona.
I understand. And
I'm not trying to be facetious. I'm not trying to be sarcastic. I'm trying to give you as much as I can.
Okay.
Because I need resources to get out of Arizona.
How long have you lived here?
Approximately 3 years.
3 years. Have you always lived here?
Well, no, I've lived on the street, panhandling. I've lived in the homeless shelter for 7 to 10 days.
Okay. So you are familiar with Crossroads Mission?
Yes.
Have you reached out to them to see if they have any kind of like vouchers or breakout vouchers? Sometimes they do those things. They don't want to help you, or you have not looked at or asked them?
With very little research, you'll be able to find out my history with Crossroads.
Oh, okay. Have you tried Catholic Community Services? That's another place that typically is with the church. They have other resources there that could help you, or link you up to at least someone that could help you with, again, vouchers for maybe a plane ticket or a Greyhound. Where are you from?
East Coast.
From the East Coast?
Yeah.
Where you're trying to go back to?
Yes.
Do you have any other family here? Is it just you by yourself?
It's me and my 2 boys.
Oh, your 2 boys. Okay. What ages are they?
Teenagers.
They're teenagers. Good. So do they help you with anything? Are they doing what they need to do? They're going to school?
They're very good children until they get influenced from the community. It's certain aspects of the community influence them negatively, and that's part of the stress factor. Outside influences coming in.
Have you spoken with the schools at all with that? Have they been any help to you?
I just need resources to get out of Arizona. That's all I need. And then I can just forget this part of my life, because honestly, I want to just forget that I ever stepped foot in Yuma, Arizona.
So let me see if I have any more sheets. The sheet that I have has all the mental health and any other agencies that could help with those types of things, okay? Because I don't know too much, and I respect that you don't want to share that, and I respect the fact that you've had some bad issues with this or bad experiences, but let me see if I have one of those sheets with me. If I do, I'll give it to you today. If I don't happen to have one, what I'll do is I'll go get a copy, and then I'll leave it here. I'll leave it in your door so you don't have to contact me again, okay? If you would like to talk to me, I'll leave my information as well, and know that I can be your liaison to whatever else that you may need, okay? So if there's something that we could connect you to, we will, and I'll try my best. Sometimes there is no place that I can do because it's outside of my hands, you know, there's nothing else I can offer. But we can do that, all right? And then that way you at least have someone you can talk to, and then you don't have to talk to all the other officers. You have one specific officer that you can work with.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay?
I really do.
Okay. I appreciate you. So I will come back. Give me just 5 minutes to see if I have one of those sheets. If I think I have one, I will call up. If I do not, I'll come back. I'll knock on your door. I'll leave it somewhere on your board. So that way, if you have any questions, you can call.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
That was last year. That was last year. And today, I had another officer knock on the door and do a wellness check. Somebody called the police to do a wellness check today. And this video was last year. So it's like the same shit, different day, literally. Same shit, different day, literally. She mentioned the Crossroads Ministry. The Crossroads Ministry is the homeless shelter where I went to with my children the first night we got to be homeless in Yuma. After being stranded on the Foothills Highway from morning to night, we went to the Crossroads shelter for 7 to 10 days. The first fucking seconds I stepped foot in that shelter, they asked for my medications. I handed this white lady, staff lady, my fucking narcotic pills. It was a full bottle prescription, 3 months worth of narcotic pills. I didn't even take not one pill out of that fucking bottle. I was recovering from gallbladder surgery. The white woman, she works also at another job driving hearse at a local funeral home. She's a fucking drug addict. They have drug addicts working over there. And she stole my narcotic pills. And I reported it to the police. And when I reported it to the police, the director of the Crossroads Family Shelter told the police that if me or my children step foot on their property, we will be arrested. Mind you, my children were minors. My children were minors, I believe 10 and 14 years old. Why would a director of a family shelter threaten to arrest my children? Because of retaliation that I reported that the white woman stole my fucking pills. She did not want to log them in with the other pills that I had that were not narcotics. She didn't want to log them in with the medical workers in the other building. All medication are supposed to be logged in with the other medical workers in another building. She did not want to log in my narcotics. The first few seconds into Crossroads Ministry, homeless shelter, they robbed me. The staff robbed me. And the 7 to 10 days that we stayed at the Crossroads homeless shelter, my family was the one that was constantly assigned to clean the bathrooms. So basically, me and my children traveled across country to go to Crossroads homeless shelter to be the ones assigned to clean their bathrooms. Out of all of the people that were residents of that fucking shelter, me and my children specifically were assigned to clean the bathrooms on a daily fucking basis, when it was supposed to be a rotation between other residents. But we were singled out because I had a big fucking mouth. And I didn't appreciate them stealing my fucking food, my children's fucking food. I didn't appreciate that they were treating us like shit and continuing to assign us bathroom fucking cleaning duties right after we got to the homeless shelter from being at the emergency room several times in the 7 to 10 days. Me and my children had high fever. We had heat exhaustion. We had our immune system dropped as soon as we hit Yuma, Arizona. Mine and my children immune system dropped. We had high fevers. We had all kind of shit going on. And we had several emergency room visits within our first 7 to 10 days in Yuma, Arizona. We had several emergency room visits. It's hard to fake a fever. It's very difficult to fake a fever. You can't do it. It's impossible. So that's all documented. And when we returned from emergency room to Crossroads, our food was stolen. My pills were stolen. The staff would try to get the residents to fight me, and they would stir up shit between me and other residents. The staff, the white bitch that stole my fucking narcotics, her and another white bitch. So the staff was very racist. They was very racist. They were very racist. The staff at Crossroads. They were very fucking racist. And it is beyond my fucking comprehension, because it's like, bitch, you're a drug addict. How the fuck can you be racist? Like, you don't need any more fucking checks against you. Like, you are already fucked up. Like, why would you add more fucked up shit to yourself? Like, I don't understand that. But they treated me and my children real poorly. So, was that to have high fevers, coming from emergency room several times in 7 to 10 days, and still have to scrub fucking shelter toilets after traveling across the fucking country, escaping domestic violence and being treated like shit? Was that's what we were introduced to at the Crossroads shelter. That's what we were introduced to. And the Crossroads shelter is associated with that vertical church that's across the street from Chapman Chevy Fisher, the same dealership that gave me theft of service and made me go to Yuma Regional Center, medical center, and complain to them about mental health crisis because I kept getting theft of service after paying thousands of dollars at Auto Service Community. So they are vertical church is across the street from Chapman Chevy, and they vertical church are associated with Crossroads Ministry. That is the church to go to, that is recommended by the director of the entire Crossroads Ministry. The director, a white lady, she recommends vertical church out of all the churches in Yuma. She highly recommends the vertical church. So Crossroads Homeless Shelter is associated with the vertical church. And the vertical church is the church that slammed their doors in mine and my children's faces when we knocked on their doors and begged them for community. Me and my children went to that church outside of church hours, during their office hours. So They slammed the doors in mine and my children's faces. They treated us like we were trash. They wouldn't even let us come into the building. They wouldn't even give us an appointment to meet with any leadership there. They treated us like they didn't even offer us a bottle of water. That was the Vertical Church. That was one of many churches that slammed their doors in our faces. Then the cop in the video mentioned, she mentioned the Catholic Church, right? Well, the Catholic Church, this is what the Catholic Church gave my family. I don't know if you, that homeless sign on the wall, homeless need gas food. The Catholic Church, we went to the Catholic Church on September 11th, right? We went to the Catholic Church on September 11th. We went to the Mass, September 11th Mass. We begged the priest to help us get into a shelter. We needed some food. We needed some respite. We were homeless, living out of our Burgundy 1997 Suburban, which was our home when we were homeless. The same Suburban that Chapman Chevy and Whitehead fucking swindled the fuck out of us. So we went to the Catholic Church on September 11th Mass. And they pulled that piece of cardboard out of their dumpster and said that that's all they could do for us, is to give us a piece of cardboard. They didn't even give us the crayon to write on it. I had to get the crayons. But they gave us the cardboard out of their dumpster. That was the Catholic Church. I don't know, I don't remember who else that cop in the video mentioned. But yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a journey, to say the least. It's been a journey to be a victim of white supremacy, human traffic in Yuma, Arizona. It's been a hell of a fucking journey. And my children has suffered a lot. My children suffered a lot. My children suffered a lot. My children suffered a lot at the hands of Yuma, Arizona residents. My children suffered a lot. A lot. My children have been traumatized by the city of Yuma. And it seems to be the norm out here for Yuma, Arizona, to traumatize children. It seems to be their norm. So when I shed light on it, when I address the trauma that's continued on my children, it's like these people have never heard of a parent being vocal to advocate for children. And that seems to be the norm out here. I don't know why. I don't understand it. Like, there are children out here being abused and they don't have adults to advocate for them, because it's the norm to just let people just abuse children out here. Like, most of the children are white privileged, and they can get away with being little fucking thieves as minors. They can get away with being little bullies as minors. They can get away with bringing drugs to school as minors, because there's a lot of white privileged children running around here doing fucked up shit, and they can get away with it because of who they're related to. So, but even that's a form of abuse, because you're creating fucking monsters. You're creating this continued cycle of fuck up. So it's a fucking culture shock. It's a fucking culture shock. It's like a never ending cycle of just fucking shit, yo. It's like same shit, different day. So that's why I mentioned the video is from last year, 2022, but a year later, same shit, different day. It is what it is. It is what it is, one day at a time. One day at a fucking time. I had no idea. I had no fucking clue that this is their culture. If I had any idea that this is the culture out here, yo, I would never in my fucking life ever fucking come to the West Coast for fucking nothing. For fucking nothing. If I knew that there was any fucking, if I knew that this is the fucking culture out here, yo, I would have never in my life exposed my children to these fucking people. Never in my fucking life. Never, never, never. I would have stuck out the domestic violence that I was dealing with on the East Coast. I would have stayed with the domestic violence. If I had to choose between sticking with the domestic violence that I was dealing with on the East Coast and dealing with the shit that me and my children deal with out here, I would stay in a domestic violence relationship. If I had to pick between domestic violence relationship and the West Coast life in Yuma, Arizona, I would gladly stay with the domestic violence. I would gladly fucking stay with the domestic violence situation. Because that's just one person. That's just one person. That's just one family. That's just one fucking situation that I would have to deal with. In the West Coast in fucking Yuma, Arizona, it's an entire community of fucking dysfunction. It's an entire fucking community. It's a fucking infestation. It's disgusting. It's like justice for Vaughn. Death is a goddamn fucking privilege. There's no hope. It's hopeless. Because you're getting attacked from every fucking direction. You're getting attacked from every fucking direction. You're getting attacked from every, it's white supremacy. White supremacy, you're getting attacked from, they're fucking bullies. They're a bunch of fucking pussies. They're a bunch of pussies. Any fucking man, whether he's a fucking teacher, director of fucking sports, whether he's a millionaire, whether he's a fucking realtor, whether he's a fucking cop, whether he's a fucking thug, whether whoever the fuck a dick with balls targets a woman with children, that's a pussy. That's a pussy. That's a fucking pussy. So whoever woman is with him, she's with a pussy. So it's like there's no respect for men who target and attack women and children. They don't get fucking respect from me because that's a fucking pussy. And I'd rather deal with one pussy of domestic violence than to deal with a fucking entire city of Yuma full of pussies. I fucking rather deal with one if I have to deal with domestic violence. I can tackle one pussy, but to deal with an entire fucking city of white supremacy pussies, I can't. I can't. It's fucking grossing me the fuck out to the point where I'm like, yo, bitch, when are you going to fucking follow through with your fucking threat already? When, bitch? When? Because it's disgusting to live around men who target and attack women and children. Who the fuck type of fucking, who raised these fucking men out here? Men who don't defend women and children. Men who sit back with they fucking popcorn and read the fucking emails and screenshots and don't come up with a fucking solution. They just enjoying the fucking show like it's Telemundo. That's not a fucking man. Your bank account doesn't make you a fucking man. Most likely your dick is not porno size dick. It does not make you a fucking man. It's like, I don't know all what it takes to be a fucking man because I'm not a man. But I do know there's basic shit that's lacking in Yuma, Arizona's men. And I don't know if it's testosterone. I don't know if it's, I don't know what the fuck it is, but they are different from what the fuck I have seen. They whole nother fucking creation out here. Maybe that's why they got femicide out here. Because they a whole nother fucking creature out here. Men, these men out here target and attack women. Like, it's fucking gross. It's fucking gross. They do it in mob mentality too. And they told me, these fucking men, they told me, they pick up the phone and they call each other and they gossip about me. They told me. I could take a lie detector test. I don't need to lie. These are the type of men out here. These men pick up the phone and they gossip about women like it's like that shit is normal. That's not normal. That's predatory. That's very predatory. It's sad. It's a culture shock. I mean, if this is how they live, I mean, that's just how they fucking live. But it's culture shock. I never would have expected that from these type of people. I never would have expected it. I would have never expected on the border of Mexico to experience this. I would have never expected. I would have never imagined it. To have men who hold titles and this is what I'm talking about. Everybody running around here with a fucking title. Everybody gets a fucking title. Everybody gets a fucking title. I don't give a fuck about titles. I never gave a fuck about titles. You could be the president of the United States. You could be a fucking astronaut that went to Mars every year of your fucking adult life. You went to fucking Mars and came back. You could have fucking shook hands with fucking UFOs and fucking Mars. I don't give a fuck. I never gave a fuck about titles. I never gave a fuck about money. Like, you could have $1 million and you could be broke as fuck. And everything in between, $1 million and broke as fuck. I never gave a fuck about money. I never gave a fuck about money. I always gave a fuck about basic needs being met. Are you somebody that have your basic needs met? If you're not, then if there's any way that I can help you, I will. I never gave a fuck about fucking money, yo. I never was impressed with fucking titles. I never was impressed with fucking money. I never was impressed with a lot of the shit out here that people use to impress people. I never was impressed with none of that shit. I never was impressed with celebrity. You know how people out here we're close to Hollywood, right? California. So this is like bootleg Hollywood. Every surrounding town of California is bootleg Hollywood. Everybody want to be fucking Hollywood. I never was impressed with celebrity all my life. I've been around celebrities. They eating shit just like everybody else. They bleed just like everybody else. They have problems just like everybody else. I never was impressed with celebrity. I never was impressed with fame. I never was impressed with politics. I've shooken hands with presidents of the United States of America. The same fucking hands that I shook of presidents of the United States of America, that same hand, if they shook a hand with me, they used the hand that they write with. Okay? If they shook hand, if a president of the United States of America shook hands with me, they used the same hand that they cleaned the shit off they fucking assholes with. Because I doubt they have any personal assistance to clean they fucking assholes. So when I shook hands with presidents of the United States of America, they used the same fucking hand that they wipe their fucking shitty assholes with to shake my hand. So why the fuck would I be fucking impressed with any celebrity, any amount of fucking money, any amount of assets, any accolades that any fucking body on earth has, yo? Why would I be impressed? Why? We're all fucking human. We're all fuck ups. All of us. All of us. So don't act like you're the director of sports of Yuma, Arizona school system. Don't act like you're a millionaire. Don't act like you're fucking know-it-all because you're connected to the fucking police and politics. Don't act like you're the fucking man when you gotta wipe your fucking ass with the same fucking hand that you fucking eat with. Don't act like you better than me and my fucking children. Because you're fucking not. You're fucking not. If anything, you're worse because you have a title of responsibility within this community. You have a reputation to uphold, and you fucked up with my fucking family. Because you did not take on the fucking opportunity to make a positive impact on my child. Centennial Middle School neglected my child. So, Merry Christmas. Cheers. Enjoy your victory of seeing the burgundy 1997 Chevy Suburban that your city swindled from me and my children. Me and my white supremacy human traffic victim children. Centennial Middle School celebrates that they could get away with having pride of that 1997 Chevy Suburban on their fucking property after my family's been swindled out of ours. And they made no effort to fucking assist my family by being a fucking bridge between my family and the fucking corrupt ass auto service community. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Be transparent. Don't throw stones if you live in a glass motherfucking house. That's what I'm saying.